Good morning. This is Cecil and Blues. Well, not really good morning, almost the end of the night, really, but I'm just focused on Darkest Dungeon today. I'm having a good old time, but this will definitely be the last bit of recording I do today. I did run a mission in between our last episode. It was with our low team. I'm not going to say things went amazingly well, but nothing really interesting happened. Nobody died. We just had a little bit of an affliction. And we came back with a fair amount of loot. As you can see in the lower left, we're up to 53,000. That's after spending some stuff to outfit for our next mission, which is going to be to fight the Unstable Flesh. And the Unstable Flesh, I wanted some AoE related skills. We got the Blight from the Plague Doctor, which is we'll have trinkets equipped to make sure that that's a higher percentage chance. I know the Warrens isn't really the best place to take a Plague Doctor, but I like fighting the flesh with it. And then we also have our Abomination, because that's real good too. The only thing that would have made this better would have been to bring with a Houndmaster instead of this Arbalist, but then we would have wanted to swap out the Plague Doctor for a Occultist. And we're going to go with this setup. I hope it works out. It is not probably the strongest loadout, but they should be fine. I've got healing trinkets on our Arbalist. She is going to be using Battlefield Medicine, Battlefield Bandage, to hopefully keep people as functional as possible. We're going to take as many torches as seems appropriate. We're going to take 3 shovels. We'll take 2 keys. And we're going to take a bunch of food. And I think that'll do it. I'm tempted to take some other precautions with me, but maybe we'll take a couple of bandages here and a couple of blight resist, just in case. I mean, that fight can get a little bit nasty, but we should be killing it so fast that it doesn't become a problem. So again, we're going to focus more on just killing the boss and killing him effectively and smoothly. We could actually take 4 holy water with 2 for that fight and have everyone drink a holy water right at the beginning. So let's do that. All right. So everything's I can't believe I just did that. God dang it. All right, let's go ahead and take full stacks of this stuff because it's free. So we might as well, if we're taking some, we'll take all the food. And we'll take 3 shovels, and we will take keys. Again, this is totally free. The only reason we wouldn't want to take all this stuff is eventually we'll be throwing them away. But if they're free, it doesn't matter, right? So let's just take a stack of everything. There we go. Full stacks. And we will jump on this mission. We'll use this stuff to keep ourselves alive.
Such a prodigious amount of offal. Nor could I rid myself of it easily, possessed as it was by unnameable things from outer spheres. When excavations beneath the manor broke through into an ancient network of aqueducts and tunnels, I knew I had found a solution to the problem of disposal.
Alright, so whatever he created...
More terrible than I can describe. An incoherent jumble of organ, sinew, and bone.
So what do you think? It's probably in the lower left. Let's head west. We'll see about maybe clearing it out after that. We'll dish out some stuns. Do we want to go for that? It's got a 60% blight resist. 1 target, why not? Alright, so that one's dead. A nice dodge helps us out. We could Retribution here. make himself the target. And we'll go for the kill in the back. Oh, that's a low hit. She's not as strong when I don't give her the right trinkets. I think she can't heal herself either. I think that's a thing. I think she can only bandage other people. No, she can hit herself. Oh, she can't bandage the back row? Is that what it is? Oh, okay, untarget that. Let's... Alright. There we go. I wanted to come in here and look at the skill again. Battlefield bandage. Maybe it's just because he hasn't the Plague Doctor hasn't taken any damage. That must be why. So... Do I go for the kill? No, I'll go for the heal. And then... Whack that guy. Did pick up a stun, which I didn't actually expect. Butcher's Cut will trigger a riposte, which gets dodged. We'll use Battlefield Medicine to get rid of her bleed. It would be nice to have something that did a little bit of splash damage, but we'll clobber that down so we just have one unit left to deal with. We'll try and stun it so that we can just take it out here without much of a problem. Good deal. Noxious gas on it. Start getting that blight there. It's buffed up against stuns, so we'll just hit it with the... Yeah, okay, it's not quite dead, but it's almost dead. I can't actually reach it though. So, I guess we just bandage herself a little bit more here. And then the Abomination picks up the kill. Anyone else need any healing? Okay. Well, let's just finish off that kill. Nothing doing. No problem. Alright. Well, we don't have a choice but to continue along. Is there something? That's a trap. Isn't that just the way I am? I see a trap when there isn't one, and I don't see one when it's totally right there in front of me. There's nothing here, nothing in the next room. We do have a trap here. 90% disarm. I'm going to go for that since we have some stress there on our man-at-arms. Don't know why he's so stressed out. He must have probably like additional stress in the Warrens. As obsessed with killing. No, I don't know why. Don't know why he is getting so stressed out in here.
May we find victory.
Alright, so now why did I put her in this position and her in this position? Let's move them like that. Yeah, there's no reason for her to be out in front. Okay, well, let's head west. The boss could be here, which would be unfortunate for us. There's a trap I didn't need.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
No bleed. Just stress. Was it the boss? It's not the boss. But it is a pretty big fight. Let's spread that blight. Good land. Do we want to do... that's not really worth the blight, is it? Stun chance here is very low. Let's try and stun the Butcher. And then we will Retribution... No, you know what? Actually, we're going to put up the Defender first. And then we'll put up the Retribution so that we have a protection buff. Oh, excuse me. Lots of stress. No real damage actually right now, so let's try and help that guy along to death.
Maintain the offensive.
Staggering Force, well, they switched places again. Spore Rush. Now the good news is that actually there's no good news. There's literally no good news here. We're gonna transform because otherwise we have nothing to do. Rake isn't gonna be a good choice, so let's rage. Yeah, this is that was an unfortunate jumbling of our characters. We'll throw out this blight, and we're gonna have to start. We're gonna start inching back. Ball and chain. I wouldn't have minded if that pushed her back further. Crunching backhand does more damage than I would have preferred. Okay, this is 5 health, so no reason to hit there. We'll go for Rage on the Jouster, the Swine-Tar, as it were. We can Noxious Blast him as well, so we're not totally useless. We could Defender then from here. Let's Defender our Plague Doctor.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And we're also going to bandage our Plague Doctor. Good, good, good. That is exactly who I wanted to get hit. Alright, let's do some more raging. Taking 6 damage around. We do need to do just a little bit more damage. So I'm going to do it. I'm just going to ensure things happen. And unfortunately, I forgot that I couldn't heal from the position I was in on my Plague Doctor. So let's take everything we can hold. Let's reorder our party. And then look at our loot and see what is worth tossing out. We can use 1 torch.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
I don't think it's... Well, we can do a little bit of heal. There we go. We can get 1 space. Crests, I guess? I mean, the portraits, they have more value for individual portrait. Maybe we take those over money. And I guess we'll open this just for fun. Oh, it's trapped. But we resisted. So, the boss is almost certainly down below us. Oh, must touch. Drash is an obsessive compulsive, which is a funny inside joke. Probably not that funny. We'll leave the gold behind. There's nothing else that we knew of in this hallway, okay. Well, there's combat. We surprised them. They surprised us, we surprised them. What's their blight resist? 120? Well, let's go for a stun then instead. That was not a stun. I guess we'll stun the back row. That's not great, to be honest. Kill one of them. Of course, I killed the wrong one. Now thinking more fully about my decisions. Alright, stun the front row. He's dead. Any additional heals I can do, great, why not? Let's do a little bit of healing here. Looks like our Arbalist will not be doing any healing this round. Oh, we got a torch.
Success so clearly in view.
Or that. I'm just going to abandon the gold. Again, I would rather live. I'm hoping to get some scouting in this room. Alright, we've surprised these guys. Good. What do you think is the right call here? I mean, these guys have pretty high blight resistance. So maybe you transform. and you start doing a rake. Oh, shoot. That was not smart. For some reason I was thinking it was position 2 and 3 for a rake, not positions 1 and 2. Alright, well, we'll try and do Blight with that unit since they've got such a strong buff to deliver. See if we can kill the back row. Almost got it. So it'll be dead. Both these units will be dead before they can act again. We got a little bit more stress than I would have liked.
Slowly, gently. This is
we can pray. We get 2 marked units now.
The slow death, unforeseen.
What's his stun resist? 70? It's not so high. And then... I don't know, Bandle... Okay, so we can't battlefield bandage. Maybe we can only hit units in front of us? I'm not real sure. Maybe we should reposition her. This deals 12 to 21, whereas this deals 17 to 30.
The bigger the beast.
Alright, that was a pretty high roll. We get this extra key that we don't need to do anything with. Again, we'll leave the gold behind. And... I mean, we got all these keys. We might as well see what's in here.
Finding the stuff
Alright.
is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Movestone, we don't need that. Take the documents with us. This is 1,000 gold, whereas this is 1,700 gold. So let's throw these away. I would rather just have heirlooms. The sooner I get done building the estate, the sooner it can stop being something I worry about. Let's camp, eat a full meal,
Circle in the dark.
get everyone's health back, get a lot of stress relief, and let's do any buffs we can. Do we have anything that prevents nighttime ambush? We don't, actually. Nobody has any diseases that I'm aware of, so our plague doctor doesn't have as much utility today as he does sometimes. She does sometimes. We could do healing. No, that's not necessary. No. Okay, so plague doctor, not functional. Okay. I think we let's psych up. Gives them some stress. But we can get rid of that. We can maintain equipment. We can weapons practice. There we go. Everybody's in good shape. And then from there we can encourage. And maybe do a pep talk as well. Okay. So, we may get attacked at night. We'll find out. We did.
Now, the darkness
This will be a rough fight because we're in pitch black, and people got rearranged in a way I would have preferred they did not. So let's move forward. We will play grenade. Good chance to land that, so that's fine. A fortunate dodge, I like that. Then we're gonna back up. So only 2 people had to pass their turn. That's not so bad. We'll go for a stun. Now let's see if we can get things back on track. Unfortunately, we can't get a nice overlap for the blight. We'll Noxious Blast instead. Get the big guy just burning with disease. We can use Beast's Bile here, but he doesn't have the strength to spread that on to these units who have more resistance to blight. Then I think we put up the protect. I'm choosing the wrong units to protect, actually, because our abomination can take it. Heal herself. Still taking 17 damage. He's almost dead. Might be worth transforming to... No, that won't work. So let's go for the stun. Big hit and a stun. Alright, Howl actually missed everyone, so that's fine. We will Plague Grenade into the back row. 6 damage with 11 health. Isn't quite enough to kill it, but our Arbalest should be able to fix that. Now we're fine. Let's go ahead and put Defender onto the Arbalest. He does have a 90% protect now, but it doesn't matter. Alright, there's our light back. And do we want to take these crests? The answer is yes, we do. Okay, crests. And let's head south. This is almost certainly our boss fight. We have more stress than I wanted going into this area, but we should be fine.
The light, the promise of
Torch
safety.
was unnecessary. What's in the box? Some gold. We don't have room for it. Alright. Let's see if this was the boss. Yep, there we go. That is a pile of grossness. God, that animation. Alright. Physical attacks against the heart are going to be the most valuable for us. We're going to transform right away. And we will rage. Big hit against the heart. Now he's going to get some sanguine stroke on. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do it. I gotta remember. Everybody needs to use a holy water on their turn. And then we'll Plague Grenade. If we can spread multiple blights like that, it is going to be just a joy. And then we will Defender. Let's go ahead and put a Defender on our Arbalest. She could heal or she could do damage. If we put a mark out there... it's a tough call. Let's shoot into the back there, because those things don't have any defenses. Alright, we redirected the Bone Zephyr, that's good. He's doing some more healing. So it's a lot of healing. We have a lot of work to do, but we're just the very start of the fight. The Blight is now 12 damage per action on those units. We can Rake. Every time we do Rake, it's going to buff him up, do more Rake damage. And then we can Retribution. Hopefully that draws some attacks towards him. And again, it's a tough call. If we put a mark out, is it going to benefit us in the future? The dodge was fortunate. Oh, pass. I don't know why it passed. Yeah, so now there's a mark on a unit that's not who's tough, who's got 80% protect, so we don't want to shoot that. But we can still get a good bit of damage out with Rake. And we can do another Plague.
Masterfully executed.
The Blight gets spread again, so that's 18 damage on 2 units. Counterattack that almost feels like it didn't do anything. I'm also, by the way, forgetting to take my medicine. Yeah, I think you just go for the shot here. Take our medicine. It hasn't actually been a problem yet. We do need to defend her again. Bone Zephyr targets the wrong unit. Resisted the stun, so good deal. Alright, that's unfortunate. We can't use our rake to do damage. They've got some healing coming in, but they are taking rough damage. Ooh, can we reach that with rage? We can. I think we've got the kill. Yeah.
It's as grotesque in death as it was in life.
Easy peasy.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Alright. So, do we want to keep adventuring? That's a good question. Let's continue adventuring for now, just to look at the map. We could probably pick up some more loot. We don't need all of our defensive items anymore. At the very least, we've got a treasure chest we can open. So let's head that way. No, alright, he's gonna touch the liquor. Alright, made a meal, but resisted the blight. Alright then, moving on. There's combat here for us. I'm gonna transform, actually. Deal with these maggots.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Then we can use Noxious Blast. Rend is dodge, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll just sniper shot for a nice solid crit. And then our man-at-arms maybe just clobbers it one. Maybe we could stun it. They don't have really high stun resist. And that should be the end of it. It shouldn't get an opportunity to really fight back. We can rage. And that's that. It's dead. Might as well heal ourselves a little bit. No. We'll just finish it off then.
There's no intrinsic merit. Unless inordinate exsanguination be
So, what do you want to just toss here? Maybe we toss some of our torches.
The way is lit. The path is
Take
clear.
that.
We require
We
only the
should
strength to follow
rearrange
it.
that so that our Plague Doctor can be healed. Another combat. Oh, I do not like that. This is a bummer. Alright, we'll just have to spend a couple of rounds here moving forward. We'll clobber that. It's the only thing we could reach. This has a very low chance to kill. So let's go for the guaranteed kill. Weaken Prey is less preferred.
The end approaches.
We can put a defense buff on him from our man-at-arms. So he resisted the debuff. We will defender the Plague Doctor. And I'm back in range where I can fight. I would like to do more in the front row, or I'd like to deal with the vomiter in the back. So we will go for that shot. Oh wow! I did not expect to get the high roll there. Thought it would take 2 rounds to kill it. All right, we should just stack up some blight and go ahead with our stun chance. If we get this stun, which we did, then our man-at-arms can just clobber it with the crush.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
We'll use that torch. And what? Do we just want to eat some food? Take this. This is a bone halter. Great power. Alright, so he does extra damage. I should have given that to someone else. Whatever. We're just making our way to this treasure chest. Walked right into a trap Fortunately, it completely whiffed. There is a sack. Inside the sack is some gold. Let's toss the anti-venom. And then from here we go north. In this hallway we have what? Nothing that we know of. We could use a little bit more light. I'm not going to touch that. Oh, but Drash is. Nothing there. We'll bring the light all the way max here, and we should be able to holy water during this fight. We surprised them, so everybody will have an opportunity. So we'll start holy water. I didn't reposition everybody. How dumb am I? Alright, we'll start there. Drash is going to transform, because from his transform place I can do slam. Thereby putting our friend back in the right position without wasting too much time. We'll go for that hit. None of this is great. Yeah, I should have focus fired, I think. All these guys are going to get to act on us. And I forgot to use the holy water on nearly everybody. So if anybody gets a status effect, I have only myself to blame. Alright. That's a disease. That, yeah, the disease I would prefer to not see, but...
Impressive.
Let's see what we can dish out. That's actually pretty effective. That guy is not quite dead, actually. I can't reach him. So, what do? You defend her, I suppose? Then everyone else takes an opportunity to heal. I mean, I guess you gotta go for the kill. Can't risk him getting an extra action.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright, we picked up a few extra things. The bandage doesn't do us any good. Inside this treasure chest we have a bust. 6 busts and a stack of crests. So let's go ahead and pick those up and then call it a day. And I just got a pop-up from Steam that says that we have reached the end of our first year, so we have entered week 52. Alright, so Drash could probably use some treatments. He's got a couple of diseases there. We also, now the other milestone that we have hit is we are now done with all of the veteran level bosses. So at this point, the only people that I'm a little bit distracted. Let's focus on finishing my first thought here. The only bosses that remain are going to be the champion level versions, the real versions of those fights in some ways, and we'll be going after those trinkets. Now, more importantly, by hateful curse or malign miracle, it seems even death may be defied in this damnable place. Only one of these soldiers can be returned to the living. It's Dismas and Punk, and also this poor. I don't think that's Crazy Ivan. Is that Crazy Ivan? Nah, it's Riviere. He's a low-level housemaster. But Dismas, Dismas is Dismas. He could definitely come back. This is definitely Punk. Oh, you gotta take Dismas back. Boom.
Elusive, evasive, persistent.
So, it looks like he'll need to be re-upgraded, but he functions. So now only we do need we can, you know, that could happen again. If we could recover some of these great heroes that we've lost, I would not be opposed to it. So first, Dismas needs to get rid of his syphilis. Maybe that's what killed him, not my stupidity. Drash needs to get rid of hysterical blindness, we'll start with. And if we're lucky, it'll clear both of those. Anyone else? There we go. The runs. So yeah, lots of disease passed around. Aki needs some stress relief. So let's put her in there. Hotaka could use some stress relief too, but I believe he will only gamble or drink. Anyone else? Let's go ahead there. Good, good. And in here, we'll want to... I don't know what we'll want to do. We'll want to wait a little bit for that. First, Hotaka goes in for treatment for he's a drinker. All right. Good deal. We have... Let's look at the stagecoach. So we do have a mediocre jester we could pull in. I believe our next goal is going to be to level up really anything. We can go to the Cove. So we could take these garbage teams, start leveling them up. We got a Hellion. This is an alright Houndmaster and Jester. And I guess this Vestal. So those are the people we'll send on this next mission. And we'll probably send them to the Cove. Possibly the Cove. Either the Weald or the Warrens would be acceptable. The Ruins, we want to maybe focus on something that's got a little bit more of a blight build to it. Since, well, certainly something that doesn't do as much bleed. And now that we know who's going on our next mission, let's go to the Sanitarium. And let's go through the teams again, see who needs to get dealt with here. I'm not super feel like I need to take care of it. These things I don't feel are crucial. Bad Gambler, Enlightened, Dud Hitter. Fitzroy I think we dealt with. Obsessed with Food, Thin-Blooded. Stress in the Cove. Alright, let's clear that. Who else is going to be important in the future? Probably Percy here. Might as well take care of her flawed release. And then our only other question is there value that we can get from these paintings? The paintings, I think the only thing that we need to upgrade is the tavern. And I'm not super attached to upgrading the tavern, so what we could do is we could trade these for deeds. So let's do that. Paintings for deeds. Looks like it's every other, so I want to make sure I don't goof up. $20 for 30? That's not terrible. There's 40. Yeah, I like that. Let's Oh, I don't need that though. I can do 7 less. There. Perfect. Wait, make sure we're at the bottom end of that transaction. Perfect. Did I click it? I apparently did not click it. There we go. Stagecoach Network.
Word is traveling.
Here we go! Whoa! That sneeze came out of absolutely nowhere. Okay. Goodness gracious. The stagecoach has been upgraded, and I basically forgotten where I am now. Cool. Let's wrap things up. Thank you for tuning in. I apologize to those of you who listen at a higher volume. I may never, you may never hear from me again, or frankly hear anything ever again. That really caught me off guard. I'm joking slightly. I got away from the mic at the very least. I hope. I'll listen back. I'll make sure it's not too bad. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a good day. We will be back tomorrow. Again, if I do some leveling of these low-level guys and nothing interesting happens, we'll probably skip over it so that we can focus on the more exciting situations. Because we definitely are going to be diving into these champion-level boss missions. Just champion-level missions in general are real nice. When the long missions show up, they reward very good trinkets. So we should keep an eye out for what trinkets we might want to be struggling for. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching the series. I hope that you are having a fine time, and I hope you have a great day.